Hi, I'm Nerida Conway. Welcome to chefmasterclasses.com. I'm thrilled to be back here with Heath from Locale at Dumesny Winery. And Heath, the last time you and I were together in a cooking environment, it was about 40 million degrees.
Was too.
And here I am, freezing.
Yeah. Wasn't all that long ago, either.
No, it really wasn't.
It's amazing.
Today you're going to show me how to make pizza.
Yep.
Which I'm very excited about because I do make pizza, but it's really awful.
Yeah.
To put it mildly.
It's hard to go wrong when you've got a beautiful oven like that one.
How good's this? This is actually my dream backyard, by the way.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Steve and Leanne Dumesny have got the most beautiful setup here, and it's just so homey and warm, and you can feel the love.
Yeah, it's a great place to sit and eat a pizza and have a glass of wine, that's for sure.
And today we were filming you making sausages and salami, which was just fantastic. You'll be able to click and watch how Heath did that. And you've got here's some I prepared last year.
Yeah, I got a few sticks of salami from, this is
that Harry's hot stick?
Harry's famous hot stick from last year.
Awesome.
So we'll do a pizza and put a little bit of that on there. We've got a mild salami and a chili and fennel one over here as well. So
fantastic. All right,
let's play around with some of those.
Let's get on with it.
All right.
I'm hungry and I can hear the oven crackling.
So for the base, some water.
Yep. So this yeast looks like little chunks of clay, and I've only ever seen it in sort of granule form.
Yeah, so this is a fresh yeast.
Right.
So as opposed to a dried yeast, it's a fresh yeast. Generally comes in a nice big block.
Okay.
You need a little bit more of it than you would with a powdered yeast. I think it's about half.
Okay.
Well, if you're using a powdered yeast, you'd use about half the quantity.
Okay.
It's yeah.
And the water's warm, yeah?
The water's cold. You can do it.
Maybe this is where I go wrong.
if you need them in a hurry, you can do it with a little bit of warm water, because obviously the yeast needs to be warm to prove up. You need to allow them to prove.
Well, it's got no hope here, standing here in this freezing cold weather.
So you don't want any chunks of yeast in your
dough.
Yep. Add our flour. I just like to put the water in first.
Now, is that plain flour?
Yep.
Yep.
I like to put the water in first because it'll mix up a little bit easier. If you put your flour in first, then your water, you end up with little bits of flour sticking to the bottom of your mixing bowl. Pinch of yeast, pinch of salt. Already done the yeast.
Already done the yeast.
A splash of some nice olive oil.
Mmm.
Put it on low.
And that's what the hook
flour everywhere.
For.
Yeah, just a dough hook. So we'll let this mix for about 10 minutes or so. When it's done, it'll be nice and silky and smooth and really soft. It's a great texture, I think, pizza does. All right, so I think our dough's ready. Take that out. Just sprinkle a little bit of flour. Forward. So it's quite a soft dough.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You can sort of feel
very
how
smooth
and
it's gorgeous.
All right, so once we've got our dough, we need to divide it all up.
Okay.
I've got some scales over here. But
although I have just told you that my pizzas aren't fabulous, so maybe I need to be paying attention more.
So out of this mix, you're probably going to get 6 or 7 pizzas, so you can probably just work on.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And are your pizzas thick or thin crust?
No, I like nice and thin and crispy. And,
yum. Yeah, I don't like stodgy ones.
No, I'm not a big fan of big, thick.
For the children, little ones.
Yeah. So all we need to do now, you can have a go on there if you like. Put them on the bench. We'll just little flour. Don't get too much flour, otherwise you'll find it'll just sort of slide around everywhere.
Okay.
And just roll them up.
Mine's not rolling.
It's a nice little balls.
It's not going into a ball.
Try that one. And if you put a hand on each side, a bit like that, and just sort of, you get a nice smooth around.
Okay, this is harder than it looks, I'll have you know.
So sit them somewhere warm, cover them with a damp cloth or a cloth, and probably for an hour or so.
Okay, and they'll puff up and then we'll come back.
About double their size, and we'll come back.
Excellent.
All right, next step we'll make the tomato base. I make a really simple base.
Beautiful.
I don't cook mine out. A lot of people will cook theirs out and do all different types of things.
Yep.
I got taught this one a long time ago, and
So
I love it. It's nice and light. And
canned tomatoes.
canned tomatoes, just tinned San Marzano tomatoes.
Salt and oil make most things taste lovely, don't
That's
they?
right. Especially if you use a really nice quality olive oil as well,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
And what's that?
This is some dried oregano.
Yep.
I'll just put that in.
Smells beautiful and fresh. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never have thought to do a sauce like this, never, for pizza.
Yeah, well, like I said before, some people cook it out, some people, there's that many different ways of doing it. I just love this one because it is a bit fresh and it goes on the pizza, not overly thick, and it doesn't overpower all the stuff that you're trying to put on the pizza, but it just adds a little bit of flavour to the...
Love it.
I've got some bases here that have proved up already, so we'll pick off.
Gee, they really spread quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They should at least double in their size. But
yeah. Do you think 3's enough given the size of the crew?
Might need a few extras. It's all nice and rough and it's not overly round, this one.
Now, can you do the pizza art where they toss it in the air and the tossers toss it in the air? And... Can I say it?
Actually, like to make it.
Oh, that's a clever idea because it would be
on the paddle.
Very fraught to try to get a dressed pizza onto the paddle.
As opposed to trying to do it afterwards.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got 3 different types of salami here. We might just put a bit of Harry's Hot Stick on there.
It's a lovely idea actually to have a couple of different ones going because they do have very different flavours.
Yeah, well, sometimes when we make them we'll use the nice big salamis and obviously only need a few slices, but these little ones we can get away with putting a couple of different.
Are the big ones the similar sort of a flavour?
They're a little bit different to these ones. This one's a chili and fennel one. This one's just a plain salami, so it's just got a little bit of pepper through it.
Yeah.
You don't want too much toppings on your pizza.
Now, just on that, Heath, sometimes when I order a pizza or get a pizza at a shop, it's laden and thick, like that thick, with topping, and it's just a bit gross. Like it all flops off the pizza and it's all a disaster.
Yeah, they're, I suppose, different types of pizzas. The standard, the pizza a lot of people are used to, they're going to their local pizza shop and getting these pizzas with ham and egg and all this sort of stuff. It's
the Aussie, I think you'll find that's called.
It's a totally different style of pizza, I think, to these kind of. These ones use some really nice ingredients, and you still want to be able to taste the ingredients. So you want to, a really nice base and some really nice ingredients, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Olives and salami, match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of green rocket would go.
Yeah, I'll put a little bit of rocket on once it comes out of the oven. When it comes out,
of course,
press
otherwise
it with some nice fresh anchovies.
Yeah, and you just break them up into little pieces.
Yeah, just so they're not in big chunks.
Now let's talk cheese for a minute, because again, some pizzas that you have are just layered thickly with like almost a crust of cheese over the top.
Yep.
So, overwhelming again.
These ones, the pizzas we do down here and the pizzas I enjoy, we have all different types of cheeses. Some of them we might use a raclette. This one I've got this afternoon, some fontina. Other ones, if we did say a prosciutto pizza, I might put some buffalo mozzarella on there. Sometimes we'll use some blue cheese sometimes. Just, it all sort of varies.
Okay.
Put this one into the oven. Take this one out.
Yay!
Nice fresh rocket.
And what's the dressing?
It's just a
vinaigrette, sort of
lemon-based vinaigrette. Yeah. You just use plain olive oil.
So you're dressing the rocket before it goes on. Lovely idea.
Yeah. A lot of pizzas are really nice. Just put your fresh rocket on the top. Yeah. Shave a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, any cheese you like, over the top. It's fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you've told me that you think this beautiful estate-grown Chardonnay is the way to go with this, because this is my favourite wine.
Yeah, that's great.
I think it goes with everything.
Yeah. Not too many flavours on there. Just,
really?
You can still taste the salami and
really crispy and delicious.
Fresh peppery rocket on top.
I'm getting a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for teaching me how to make the best pizzas ever. Really good. And your salami and everything.
Well, the salami helps.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good stuff.